What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to hire salespeople on commission for your agency. Okay, so we're going to be going over here on my whiteboard here in a minute, and the different things that I'm going to be talking about is number one, what is the system? Do you actually have a system that can handle salespeople? How to build culture, how to manage them, what kind of agreements do you need to have in place so they don't screw you over, and of course, where do we find these people? So if you guys are new to this channel and who it is that I am, my name is Elliot Drake and I'm a serial entrepreneur and specifically the online space, and this channel is all about how to start and grow your own online business, everything kind of around that. I'm the founder of landclients.com, which is my education business. I'm a partner at a massive agency called Mission to Market. I actually got my start in starting a digital advertising agency like about close to 5 years ago when I was living in my grandparents' attic trying to find some way to make money, and since then been able to build multiple companies, travel around, speak, and have the luxury to be able to sit here and teach you guys. And recently we just started our new software company called Kennected, which basically brings automated leads into your business at an affordable price. So that's a little background to me. I'm 20 years old, and yeah. So I'm gonna put this down, switch over here, and let's jump right in. Before that, I'd really appreciate if you guys hit that thumbs up button and smash that subscribe button as well. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first thing that we're going to be talking about before diving into this video is culture. And you might be surprised or just confused to the reason why I say culture. And the reason I say culture is because whenever you're wanting to go into this route, right? Like we have a full-time salespeople, but we built up to this point, and culture and the environment that you create for the people inside of your company is massive, because if you don't have culture and a good community, then everybody's going to leave. You're not going to be able to keep your team, especially by hiring sales guys that are on commission. So the first way that you guys really need to, before you go down this road to build culture, is number one, like, what is our mission, right? Like for your company, for your agency, right? No matter what kind of agency you have, whether if you're a digital ad agency, maybe your mission is, to bring the world digital so then you can make the world a better place. Maybe it's so you offer services to business owners to save them money so, they can make more impact to their family. Maybe that your guys' mission is, to start this business, help people grow digitally so then you can give back to a nonprofit and make a difference in the world, whatever that is. It's very important that you lead with that in a mission, because without a mission and without the culture and something that your company actually stands for, it's just very hard. Like your mission is your North Star. So what are we actually working towards? For me personally, business is a way for me to make a positive impact in the world and help people, right? And that's just what I believe. So for you, this is the action step. The very first step is to really dig deep and figure out what are we trying to achieve, who are we trying to help, and what is that overall mission. And then once you understand that, then you need to be able to distill that energy into the people that you want to bring on your team as a sales rep. So because the reason why this is important is because money does not keep people motivated. Like at first, that's what I learned is, I learned this very early, is because, I started making a lot of money. And what I realized is it was really exciting at first, but then I realized before I kind of understood this culture side and what was my bigger purpose, I got caught up in the money, and then I started to feel like burnt out and not motivated. Well, that's because you don't have your why behind what you're doing. So if you start there, then your salespeople are also going to be able to believe in you and your bigger mission, and then keep pushing forward no matter how hard things get, and stick with you because you're trying to build something bigger than yourself. That's where things are different than being a freelance agency owner and actually have a team of people, right? we have a large amount of people, and we're almost like a family. So I encourage that. Start with your culture, find your why, and what kind of environment and community do I want to create with these people that I bring on. The second thing that I'm going to be talking about is having the systems to be able to handle scale, and plus having the systems to be able to help salespeople, right? Because you as a business owner, whenever you hire someone on, especially on commission, you're not paying them a salary, nothing like that, right? They are purely deal based. So they have to bring deals in to be able to put food on the table. So the reason I say, what are the systems that you have in place to handle scale? That comes into, if you've watched this channel for a while, I've talked about the different systems, right? We have our client attraction system, our client conversion system, and our fulfillment. And then our fourth one is like the overall economic machine that we have, right? So for instance, if I were to bring you a sales guy on 20% commission that knew nothing, right? Knew nothing about digital marketing or maybe whatever your business is, and I was like, here, take to him, what are you going to teach him? Those are the different things. Like, how are you going to show them how to bring leads in? Do you have the system in regards to let's erase this. For the sales guys, who do they need to reach out to, right? So what is your niche and what, right? You need to be clear, what are we selling? So actually, you just say, what are we selling? So what is the offer? So do you have all these trainings in place? You have to be able to, invest the time into them to train them on what it is that they're selling, who, what, when, right? So how long does it take? So this is like fulfillment, right? So do you have this? Sorry if I spelled that wrong. You guys already know my spelling is bad. But who, what, when, who, what, and when. Basically, that's it. I mean, for those systems that works. So who are we serving? Who do they need to go out and reach out to? What kind of leads to get in the door? What process do they go through? So teaching them, so you want to connect with this person and you want to get them on a 15-minute call. And on that call, you want to be able to build rapport, see what their business goals are, what they're currently doing in their business. And then the goal of that call is to set a follow-up call or a follow-up meeting if they're not closable on that initial call. And then after that, we want to put together a pitch and pitch them. And then this is the process, Mr. Sales Owner, of what happens after you close the deal. You're going to get 20% of this package, right? And then after they say yes, I will send over the invoice. I will sign the SOW, collect payment, start, and then you're going to get paid. So what does that system look like? Can you handle that, right? If you're just starting out and you don't really have a system, you have no clients or anything like that, it's going to be very hard for you to have a system. You need to figure that system out before you bring other individuals into your mess. So hiring sales guys, you need to make sure you're organized and you know exactly what you're doing, who you're going after, what your offer is, making sure all of those things are aligned, okay? The next thing is, be sure on your offer, be sure that this offer is as easy and simple to use, and especially this is a tip for when you're just bringing on sales guys. Make sure that don't give them a bunch of things to sell, right? We're a large agency because a lot of you guys know House of Influence. We had 8 people with my company, and then we merged together with Mission to Market, and now collectively we are 43 different individuals, which has allowed me to automate my business, scale the business exponentially, and then be able to start these 2 other companies now, which is landclients.com, my education business, as well as Kennected, which is our software business that is really changing the world. Have those systems down, have your fulfillment and all that down. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to be talking about is the Salesman Agreement, okay? So whenever you guys hire, and I'm going to talk to you about different sources and ways that you can find people to hire. And you just need to find a salesman agreement. So little note, I am not a certified lawyer or anything, so I you guys should consult with your attorney if you have one. But what we do is whenever we have a sales guy come on, is we always have them sign a salesman agreement, which basically states In our scenarios, our sales guys, depending on what they sell, can make between 10 to 20% of that deal. So for instance, if they sell a $10,000 deal, if they send a $10,000 deal a month on a 12-month contract, they're going to normally get paid probably about 15% of what that is every single month. Say for, Kennected, if they sell that, then they're going to get about 20%. It kind of depends on your offers. But the salesman agreement basically says that it's like an NDA. It says that, okay, you guys cannot basically come in, steal everything that we're doing and leave. It states that they agree to our commission rates, and it just goes over that full scope. If you guys want I'll give you guys our salesman agreement. If you guys click the link down below, I will put a template of our salesman agreement in there so you guys can download that. But that's very important as well. So make sure whenever you do hire on a sales guy, you're clear on what the percentages are and all that, and clear that basically protect yourself to where they can't come into your business, see what your system is, who you're targeting, who you're offering, how you're getting these clients in the door, and then screw you over. All right, so now let's go over how to find sales guys, okay? And there's a bunch of different ways you can do this. And we have done it a lot of different ways. And the first way that we figured this out was, honestly, I'll just be frank, is our persona brand. So myself, Brandon, and Devin, mainly myself and Brandon, we have pretty decent personal brands. And so we have a lot of people that hit us up all the time about what we're doing and how they can get involved. And our very first sales guys came from that. So they knew nothing about digital marketing. And one of our passions is about teaching and helping build people up, to basically empower them, because we know where we started and how hard it is. And so we brought them in and we taught them for months. We get on calls and just train them on the process and how to do things. And now, they went from, one guy, his name's Roger, he went from working a construction job making about $400 a week to now making close to the six-figure range as a sales guy for our agency, right? So that's one way you can do it. Find friends or family or people working a 9-to-5 that want to get involved. Start building a brand. Start literally on Instagram. Right now, I just post all the time. I do this. What I'm doing on a daily basis, I post it on my social media, and people see that and they love it, right? So for instance, hey, what's up guys? I'm making a YouTube video and we're talking about social media, and you guys see it. It's going to release here pretty soon, right? So I just make videos like that, right? And they love what I'm doing. They hit me up. I'm like, hey, you can get involved. This is how, and all that. So that's one way. That way works really great. And we actually, now that we started building, I have more experienced sales guys coming on. And one guy's name's Mike Powers. He's amazing. He's a rock star. Met him a long time ago. He met me right when I first started my business. Whenever I was speaking at a mastermind, so I kind of started down the journey, but I wasn't, hadn't made that big leap yet. And he's watched my whole journey, and he literally hit me up and he said this. That's why I also going back to the culture and the mission, is because I publicly share what my vision is and what I'm really trying to achieve, and helping reform the education system and all this really cool stuff. Here, I just want to read this to you, and because I want to hit on the point of how powerful it is for you guys to start building a mission. And look, so this is what he said. He said, King Elliot, good to see you're crushing it, fam. I wanted to reach out to see if you have any sales positions open. I believe in the brand, and I've seen you from the bottom, and want to see you blow up. And then now he just got on board. He has sales experience. He's a professional, and he's going to help grow the business. So that's really the main way, is I would say find friends and family that really believe in you and what your mission and what your company is trying to achieve, and train those people on your system and process and bring them up, because those people that you bring up, if you bring from the bottom and bring up, they're going to be loyal for life, right? We're looking for loyalty. We're looking for people that believe in us and want to take their business and want to grow personally with us in the company. So that would say that is the biggest way. Another way is start going to networking events. Start finding people that are already salespeople, and then just telling your mission and story and asking them if they're interested in a sales job, right? Networking events are an amazing way for you guys to make connections and, land clients and get sales guys. Other ways that you guys can, find people just to reach out and things like that. You can find people on Upwork, Fiverr, like all these different online platforms. You can find those there. One of the other big places that you can find people to come on board as salespeople is LinkedIn. So we talk so much about LinkedIn on this channel is because it's so powerful. And go on LinkedIn, find people that are looking for jobs, job recruiters, things like that on LinkedIn. Start connecting with people and just having intelligent conversations and, bring them in. Schedule a call and see if, them joining your team would be something that they would be interested in. Those are kind of the ways that you guys find sales guys. Like, put the message out there. I don't really have a blueprint type system where I'm like, here. It's more so we are getting people coming to us because we publicly speak our message and values to everybody, right? That's how we work, and so we can actually get people to come to us. And so that's what I recommend for you guys, is to do that. And if you don't have that, if you don't have a brand, just actively reach out to people. Find people that, like I said, friends or family, or connect with people on social media and DM them and just talk, be like, hey, this is my company. I have some positions open. Would you be interested? Let's hop on a phone call, okay? So that's going to lead to our next stage. The next stage I'm going to go to is, okay, once you have someone interested, what is our process for hiring, okay? So we have, this will be interested person, right? What we'll do is we'll always start with we'll do a 30-minute interview, right? And what we do in here is we ask them a lot of qualifying questions. We ask them, we just get to know who they are as a person. We'll ask questions that are, you guys look up good interview questions. I don't have those written here, but one question I always ask is, say, hey, what would be in your eyes a perfect day? If you could do, money wasn't an issue, like nothing was an issue. You could go and do literally anything for a day. What would the ideal day look like? And this is a qualifying question that does not seem like a qualifying question. And one thing that I look for in this question, what I'm testing is, are they lazy or are they willing to work hard? And you can tell that by their response. So if they say, yeah, my perfect day looks like laying on the beach and basically doing nothing, having cocktails, you can tell that what is really their goal versus, oh, I would like to just spend time learning, reading books, or working and bettering myself. That is a really good sign. And then through that interview process is very important, because when you're building a team, every piece in there, you're only as strong as your weakest link, and that is, it's a cliche saying, but that is so true. And so you want to make sure that you vibe with the person you're bringing on your team, because you're going to be talking to them all of the time. So normally what we do is go from here, 30-minute interview. If they know, right, then you just don't do anything. You pass off. If they're a yes, then what we do is we'll pass them here, Salesman Agreement. So we'll have a Salesman Agreement. Sorry, my white marker sucks. Salesman Agreement. After they sign that, then we'll do we'll send some onboarding videos. So for you guys, when you're starting, you'll probably have to just do a video screen share on Zoom or some other platform. Show them where everything's at, show them your process and all that good stuff. We send them the onboarding videos, and then we give them 1 week. Sorry about this. So we give them 1 week normally, because we have a lot of training materials and stuff like that in our process that take a while. So we give them a week. Hey, you got a week after this. You can start selling stuff, but I encourage you guys to learn our process, go through everything, and then after that week, we start fresh on Monday. All right, so that's our process. So it starts with interested, you're prospecting them, seeing if they're interested in becoming our team. 30-minute interview, ask them good questions. Just Google good interview questions to figure out who this person is. Also, look at their social media. Look at the different things that they post and what they're about as well. Vet them. It's a vetting process. Yes, sign Salesman Agreement, right? And one thing that you have to know is that whenever you pay them commission, they're basically a freelancer. So what we do is we send them a W-9, so it collects like all their personal info for taxes if they're in the US. And then you have to just send them a 1099 at the end of the year, which means that they're reliable for their own taxes. Okay, makes sense. And then on there we do onboarding. So we either help them on an onboarding video, but we normally send them training modules. And then right here we have them study for 1 week on everything that we've given them on their resources, and then we start them fresh on Monday, and then they go ham with the lead generation system that we built, right? So you guys have to coach them how to reach out, what are the effective ways to do that. And if you've been on this channel, LinkedIn is an amazing way. We have lots of free training. If you look down in the description below, our software Kennected, I might be biased, but it literally, like, look at this, 1 second. Look at this, guys. This is our calendar for 1 week. This is 90% LinkedIn, like from our software. Seriously. Like, I don't know how else to like prove this to you guys. And that's just Kennected, Kennecd, like Kennected is spelled with KE.org. It'll be down below. Go check it out. There's a free trial. You only get 5 connections a day. Also in the description, we have free message scripts that you can use. So find free message scripts, get that. And then also try Kennected as software. It's a Chrome plugin and it auto connects. So giving them those pieces is really going to help them out, start them fresh Monday. So now what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to go over what our structure is for our salespeople and how we keep them on track and how we manage them, okay? So what happens is, number 1 is we have a Monday team meeting call with all the sales guys, okay? So Monday at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, we go live and we do a training. We say, hey, how many meetings we setting? We get them fired up. We sometimes bring guest speakers in and just get our team fired up, get them ready for the week. We hit our goals, so we make sure to give them goals to hit, how many meetings set, how much revenue do we need, and then we always ask them, hey, what do we need from you this week to help you get better? Do we need to do a one-on-one so I can help you with the process? Is there anything you're struggling with? We always do that on Monday, and then we kick it off, okay? And then on Wednesday, we do a midweek training. So we ask if they have questions or need help with anything. We do that on Wednesday, and each of those calls are an hour, sometimes less. We're trying to get them more and more efficient and cutting those times down. And then throughout the week, we don't really give them set hours they have to work because they're on commission, but we do give them deadlines. And so it's their job to set their own meetings and get things done throughout the week. And the process that we go through for them setting meetings is, if they're experienced, we have some guys who are still training up, so they will set the meeting for us. We get on the call, they're on the call as well, and they learn, and then we close them, right? They set the meeting, they book it in our calendar. We use Google Calendar, and what they do is they'll just tag myself, Brandon, or Devin, depending on, or Kevin, who's our new VP of sales, who's coming in to try to automate us a little bit, on the meeting. And then we get on the phone and we talk to the people, and if it closes, even if we're the ones that close it, we give them the sale, right? Rinse and repeat. Their only job is to set meetings if they're experienced, and they will close the meeting and then tell us, hey, it's closed, send the invoice to so-and-so's email, send over all the paperwork, and then we take it from there. Or if they're not experienced, we're training them up, trying to get some wins under their belt, then we'll get on there with them and close it. The next thing that I want to talk about is getting early wins under their belt, okay? This is so important. Like, seriously, please still pay attention if you're not. Is whenever someone comes in on sales, especially if they're new, it's very important to help them get those early wins, because confidence is what is going to help them keep going forward and get better, right? We want to put some wins under their belt early so they don't get discouraged and then don't perform, right? And so how we do that is, like I was just talking about, is when they first start, we get on the phone and we will close it for them and still give them the commission. Because they need to learn, they need to see how we sell on the phone, they need to figure out our process and work their way up to doing calls by themselves. So I highly recommend doing that and finding ways to basically get them those early wins, right? You want to help them out. You're investing into these people because they are a reflection of your company. So you have to put the time and effort in to helping them and building them up. You're not just here for yourself. If you're at this point, you can't be selfish. You have to think of the team and them first. They're just as important as you. Everybody in your team and your community is just as important as you are, and you have to understand that, or they're gonna leave because they're gonna see it, all right? The next thing I'm gonna talk about is keeping them accountable. And so what we do is we send them motivational quotes in the morning, and we actually, we do Telegram. It's an app, and we have it on a computer. And we have them in a group, and we do like a check-in time. So if we all believe in, like, if you win the morning, you win the day. And so we have everyone check in at like 6:30. And if they don't, then they have to run a mile. So you can see our sales guys right here, all checking in, right? Early, on time. And then we celebrate our wins. So this is how we keep them accountable. And we just push them to their goals every month as well. We have them submit their goals into us, and then we actually help them try to reach those goals. All right, so that's going to basically be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, there's those resources down below. If you like this, please hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. It'd be greatly appreciated. We're trying to grow this channel. If you've ever wanted to learn how to really build a social media marketing agency and all the systems, basically like our business in a box, the link down below, we have a free training down below, which then leads to a call and then a survey, and then we get on the phone and see if you're eligible for our program. We don't let everybody in, but it's honestly the fastest and most detailed way to work with us. We provide 3 coaches. We have a full online program, Facebook group, 2 weekly calls every week. You get our personal numbers. You get access to our team to be able to have support as you're getting started. We help you close deals if you need help. It's really amazing. That's the Land Clients Accelerator. So just go to landclients.com. Right now, our new site's getting built. That'll just take you to my funnel, which has a free training video. You just opt in. It'll take you to a video, but then there's a book call link at the bottom. So then you book a call in my calendar, fill out a survey, and myself, Brandon, or Devin will get on that. I'm just promoting it because I believe in this so much, and the results we've gotten for people are insane. If you're interested in Kennected, which is our automated lead generation system that is for LinkedIn, you go to kennected.org, KENNCTED.org, and go and check that out. So this has been Elliot Drake. Thank you guys again so much. I will see you guys in the next one. Also, comment down below what other videos you want to see. This channel is for you, so let me know what you want to